Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. And want to say thank you. Thank you for all the messages, great messages today from yesterday's chat. Appreciate you. And hopefully, you following the reports. Today, we are going to have this energy of the moon, as I spoke to yesterday. It's going to be meeting Saturn. Well, what is going to happen to that? You're going to meet the wisdom. You're going to meet this. After the yesterday's divine energies downloads, you're going to be meeting this wisdom within yourself. There's kind of like a higher self that it's encoded into your brain, into your DNA, into the energies itself. You're gonna learning that a lot of the energies has something to do within the body. You're gonna be learning this as this process goes on. Saturn is at the mid of Pisces. He is still sextiling the Sun. Interesting will be that they are both the Sun and Saturn. They are in a very beautiful sextile, but they are both at 14 degrees. And today the Moon is going to be joining it. So what happening is from yesterday's divine energies, the Moon is going to go to the divine there. And with this being said, there's going to be some interesting points of everything that goes on. Sorry, but the laptop said running low on the battery. All right, there you go. It is what it is. But I was talking about before that the moon, when it goes around, she is collecting the energies, but with trining and sextiling the sun, she basically reporting. She gives it down to reports. And we are going to have a great report within ourselves talking about this energies that are going to be coming up of that wisdom. Very beautiful in a way. This is one of the good things. One of the bad things happened within astrology. It is this square. That square between Saturn and Jupiter is going to be an effective in a way because it's preventing that movement, preventing that to grow, but you are gathering information. So if you look at it on that standpoint, that is at the time you are gathering the informations, and at the same time you are going and now doing actions before you understand everything that needs to happen. Because tomorrow the moon is going to be passing with Neptune and the North Node. Just guys, so you know, in about 9 days, there, 9, 8 days. It all depends of where you are. The north is going to be shifting, so the moon is going to be looking for that shift. Okay, the moon is going to be looking at that shift. That shift is going to be felt as the moon is going to be entering Cancer. There is going to be felt very strong because that's going to be squaring the knots. But when exiting Cancer, she is going to be in powerful energies there within the North Node. So, in the 11th and 12th of January, we're going to be experiencing a lot of things, but you need to understand, don't focus too much on the future, understanding that the future will comes in, but the power of the moment, as right now you're learning these informations, why certain growth is prevented. You see, kind of like the divine prevents you from making mistakes. So, with that being said, this is how the energy is going to be coming in. We still have Mercury. There is still in divine energies with Uranus. The Sun is in divine energies with Jupiter. We have a midheaven is divine energies with the North Node in the morning. And we still have Venus and Mars coming in the divine aspects. So a lot of divine energy is going to become, is going to be staying, it's going to be helping you, guiding you, I hope. And that energy in the morning is going to be about the communications of certain changes that needs to be made. Some changes has to be made. Otherwise, we are repeating the same cycles over and over, and we don't want to repeat those. You don't want to repeat and go into the same problems, the same pains. You don't want to drag in those with you, but you have to change in order those pains to go away. All right. What else is going on? 8 o'clock. We're going to have the midheaven is going to be divine energies with Chiron. The ascendant is going to be with the sun. Powerful energy is going to come out with this because the midheaven is going to be training Saturn and sextile in the sun. So basically, you're going to have the review of the authority that's going to be saying, I'm expecting the message. When did the message is going to come in? It's going to come in at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay. So before you are doing anything, don't work out these problems with the informations that you are going to get of this wisdom until 4 o'clock. Wait, you will see and you will understand why I'm telling you this. Don't do these premature actions there. This is what the ascendant is going to tell you. For those who actually have so much issues in their unhealed problems, you're going to be fighting some kind of some way. Things is going to be showing you what is not healed. All right. That is going to come as the sun is going to begin to square the both Liliths that they are at Libra, the true Lilith. It is at 18 degrees, and the mean one, and it's at 20 degrees. And they are going to be really opposing Chiron at 19 degrees. So the most beautiful vulnerability is that you don't lie anymore. You say things, you tell things. There could be a part of you that can be triggered as a sharing, can be a part of how you do within the society, relationships. That could be a trigger deeply from within yourself. Should I or should I not? What you need to do is look at the communications because Mercury is sextiling the mean Lilith, but he is trining Chiron. As that work that's going to be at 8 o'clock there, take a look at it. How's your job affecting your life? Okay, take a look at it at 8 o'clock when you're at work. What does that do to you? Okay, but at the same time, you gotta be thankful that you have this job because it shows you the truth. Okay, 9 o'clock, the midheaven is gonna be at Sag. Repeating kind of like the energies from yesterday, very powerful kind. As Mars is gonna be seeing at this with Neptune in the North Node, and the Ascendant is gonna be focused within Pluto. Transformations processes are still coming in. They are going to be keep coming in. Get used to these energies. But Saturn right there within his powerful energies right now towards the sun is going to be really piled that up because the sun is moving more and more closer to this 1450 at, Capricorn. Currently, the sun is at 14 degrees 15 minutes. You're going to feel that the authority is like, I need this wisdom. I need this report. I need this performance. I want to know why we're not growing. I want to know what is this. But take a look at it within yourself. Why you are not growing. So take a look. The wisdom that is going to come in towards you, that wisdom has its purpose. Okay. And the intuition is going to be the one that's going to be talking to you. All right, 10 o'clock. Midheaven is going to be at Sag. It's going to be opposing Jupiter and square the moon and Saturn. You are going to be feel like, well, what is my intuition is? What is my mind is? What is my process is? Your process is about to find something in the subconscious that you don't see. This is why you need others. Pisces is the last zodiac sign there when you're sharing the mysticism, sharing the soul, sharing the spirituality. Okay, that's what Pisces is. That deep out and somewhere out into the unknown exploring the new depths of the subconscious. So those kind of like energies that it's gonna comes in, you're like, I don't know what I'm gonna be looking for. Oh, you're gonna understand what to look for when a time comes in. Don't be in a hurry up. But the ascendant that it's gonna be very close to Venus is going to be pointing out what do we need to do. Currently, Venus has got only one aspect in there, that is a with Mars, and it's got divine energies with the South Node. That's his only thing. So Venus basically running on the divine through that energy that it comes in from Mars. Beautiful time to balancing the feminine, masculine energies within you. If you have masculine as in a body, you need to understand certain things about the feminine. It's the same thing as the other side. Okay, if you have masculine and you need to understand those feminine energies, the same as the feminine understands the masculine. What is this process goes from the soul? Okay, we lost it a lot of this kind of like soul connections within the people within the relationship, and this is going to be one of the lessons that comes in, and it triggers people who does not have this. It's going to ask him to go there and to lead, to seek it, to find it, and this is why a lot of the humanity begins to be awakened. Okay, imagine that you're going to be awakening tomorrow morning, and you find that the world is basically start being awakened more towards the energies. It's like, hey, what happened with this? What happened with that? I need some more information on this. I need some more information on that. And this is that part of Pisces that we are going to be seeing in the next 2 days, because the moon is going to be entering Aries. That new beginning is going to come in it. But before the new beginning, she needs to learn and report it into the sun. All right, 12 o'clock is the authority time. That is going to be putting that energy, because the authority is like, okay, where is my information? So, all right, I need to get it. Be mindful. If you are in authoritative positions at work, if you are kind of like a focus with an authority within your relationship, why you have to rule, why you have to get, why do you have to do things inside of it that you want to be controlling and monitoring and so forth with that. These things is going to be really talking to you from unhealed wounds. Okay? Unhealed wounds. It is a blessing if you have a supportive partner, but it's also a blessing if you are the supportive to your own self. And this is what this wisdom, you waiting for someone to tell you something. It's like, I need this, I need that, I need to connect to this, I need to figure things out, because that's how that is going. So with those energy there, in the next hour at 1 o'clock, the midheaven is going to be with Pluto. Powerful energy with the ascendant in Taurus together with Uranus. Let me tell you this: if you're worried about the material world is going to start putting it together after Uranus is going to go direct. Now you're going to get some messages with the ascendant and the moon. It's going to be transiting through that. Okay, so stay tuned on that, but don't force it of a lot of things in there, because those energies currently they're asking you about to see what the love is there. All right, things is gonna go better to get tomorrow, as Venus is gonna be moving more further within Pisces, and that is gonna remove this last kind of like a pressures going against the universe. Okay, you're gonna see very very powerful energies, but she still is gonna be within the divine energies with Mars, perfectly to seek and understand the relationships. Those relationships, they're based out of friendliness. And that friendliness is going to come at 2 o'clock. As the ascendant is together with Jupiter, who is the doubler, okay? You look at a Jupiter sign the way it is, that is a number 2 and number 4 coming together. And that's what he's the growth. He's the doubler. He takes the energy from the universe, he takes it, he commits it, and it brings it down there. But at the same time, when that energy is entering, what do you do with that? And this is when you get in that growth. That growth is going to be powerful with the sun, very beautiful because the ascendant is also empowering these divine energies at this time. Very powerful energies with the midheaven that is going to be at the Aquarius. Beautiful trine there, beautiful sextiles with Chiron. Powerful, powerful moments, guys. I hope you're using it, okay? When you understand your spirituality, the way a process of your brain, it doesn't matter what you do. You may be a baker, but you can come up with the idea to create a different bakery stuff. You're like, I can combine the Italian with the French pastry. I can get this other stuff that I'm going to be mixing. Okay, I can make the bread the way that they make it thousands of years ago. I am going to be doing this as the way they did it. I'm going to get this oven. It's going to be doing it that in a good way because the people are dying for having great bread. Okay. So with those energies, is that friendliness within you is gonna comes out towards friendliness towards other. Powerful energy as long as you are going to listen to intuition and the wisdom. Okay, if you are going against all that, the ascendant and Jupiter are squaring the Moon and Saturn. It says like, not now. You're not growing. You're not ready there. So the moon is going to start beginning to putting those downloads towards the sun. They're going to start coming in. A lot of divine energy is going to be coming into 3 o'clock. We're talking about the ascendants and the divine energies to Pluto. Powerful moments of this. We're also talking about the midheaven is going to be with Venus. That is a divine energy towards Mars and the South Node. I mean, come on, in the base of the past mistakes in there, you're learning that in the past people forgot about the divine in life. And now we have to restore it in there because divine taught us how we to appreciate it, how we to respect, how to act as a human souls in the body. And right now, we don't have that. I mean, if you look at it, the most of the society right now, it's based like I want to take care of myself. I want to have only for me. This is mine. That is mine. That's how it's going to be. And you still have control. Okay. While everything is like respect, because the person who's going to respect you, he's going to know that the things is yours. He's automatically have to respect it. You don't have to put demand about respect. Okay, and this is what's happening into your family. You know, those family values where they comes in, you're respecting the family values, you're respecting every member of the family. You're gonna be learning this. The moon is gonna go. You're gonna have a great cancer moment this year. All right, so here is that 4 o'clock. So at 4 o'clock, the ascendant there is at Cancer is going to be trining because he's going to be at 14 degrees there. Powerful, powerful ascendant towards the moon and Saturn. The midheaven, it is about 13 degrees, so it's only 1 degree apart. In the next probably 10 minutes after that, we're talking about 410. Pay attention to these energies. This is going to be the time of that inner work that you're going to be sharing with inventory. If you're at work, you're going to be posting that report. If you are within a relationship towards yourself, you're learning the intuitions of how you to process those energies within you so you can authorize the proper actions that are going to be happening here on earth. So all this understanding of the divine is going to come in. Usually after a spiritual soul awakening, the first day you feel like, what just hit me? And then in the next about 2 months, you are getting into those energies of processing. You accepting it. And I said that before. When you open up a newspaper, don't just read the front page. Open it. Open up the newspaper where it says continue on a page 18, for example. You go to page 18 and you just look at it there, read it, educate yourself. Self-education is going to be coming that power, but you're going to be have to face Jupiter because the midheaven Saturn and the moon, they're both squaring Jupiter. Why you're not growing? Write this down to yourself. I'm not growing because of this, because of that. Finding the reasons and start investigating the reasons. Okay, do a little homework for yourself. Take it in that, and if I don't know how to proceed in this, I gotta find out someone who knows how. And that's what. Take a look at where is your Saturn in your chart. Crucial elements. Okay, crucial elements in there because Saturn is the teacher, but Saturn is the connections to the higher self from within your personal inner wisdom. All right, 5 o'clock. The ascendant is going to be with Mars. Beautiful because the midheaven is with the North Node. Beautiful sextiles with Pluto. Powerful moments there. Only thing is the communications because the midheaven and the North Node is squaring Mercury, and Mercury is squaring the South Node. So you're basically looking at the discommunications between the what I had, I bring it into the future. The worst thing that you have to do in life, that is you actually thinking about that your new relationship, particularly your new relationship with yourself, is going to be a repeat like the last. You're going to experience all the pain. The same thing, you're taking those pains with you and you put it into the new relationship and you think like the new person is going to fix that. You haven't fixed yourself. Haven't fixed the trauma, haven't processed the emotions, haven't processed the energies attaching to your past relationship. So if you are able to process those before you enter into a relationship, that is going to be helping you out. All right, 6 p.m. Mars is going to be coming out in the ascendant. Powerful energies with this about the courage. Beautiful strength is going to come. Beautiful strength. And since Venus has only one aspect, that will be with Mars and divine energies, right now, a lot of the masculine are realizing who their divine partner is in their consciousness. You may have dreams about this person. You may see things with this person. You may get in a contract from this person. You may see some things in there. Okay, pay attention because this is going to be some next few days. There's going to be some powerful dreams about it. But with those things, they're going to be within the subconsciousness because sometimes when you wake up, you don't remember them. You don't remember your dreams. You're trying to figure it out. What happened? What is you were dreaming and how this was. But that is the power of the shifts that's going to tell you. And if you're going to be remember your dreams, they were important. All right. Make a differentials between dreams that are in the color and the black and white. If you see kind of like a black and white and murky and so forth, don't believe that much in those dreams. But if they're crystal dreams, like you see me in the video, if you have that feelings in there, if it's something it's connecting with this, then all this it has something to do with you. Could be that messages are gonna come from the subconscious. All right, our next hour at 7 p.m., the ascendant is going to be at Leo. Divine energies from the sun and the moon, they're going to be active. The moon and Saturn beginning to separate. The moon begins to have divine energies with the true Lilith and the Earth and the mean Lilith. They're together at 20 degrees of Libra. Powerful moments of this because that is from the balance with others. You are balancing, you're shifting these divine energies to Pisces, okay, to that consciousness of consciousness. So pay attention if you have something within the 28 degrees of Libra, particularly, plus minus 5 degrees of that, which is mean 15 or 25. See it what you have in there because those is gonna be about those relationship situations. Is the same thing applies within the energies of Leo, which is the ascendant right now, is in divine energies interlocking from this. Let me explain what this is. So you have a Jupiter sending divine energies to the sun. So the sun in its own way, it's sending the energies to ascendant. You see that. The ascendant in its own way, it sends down divine energies towards the moon and Saturn. And the moon and Saturn are putting it down towards the earth and the truth. That's it. Once you get the truth, you go into that intuition. The intuition is reporting back to the sun. But now that energy goes back into the ascendant. Those visions, you go again back where? Back into the sun, and the sun says, I got from this report, I know how to grow, but we need to do something differently. We need to go back to the drawing board. Something that we draw on a board is not correct. So if you did so many plannings from the last year and they didn't work that out, they are repeating those energies itself. Okay? Because something wasn't done properly. What is not done properly, you're going to learn that wisdom as the next hour at 8 o'clock p.m. The divine energies from the end of Aries, the end of Leo, they are going to be towards the North Node and the Neptune that it's coming, and that energy is towards Pluto. We'll talk about a lot about those divine energies there as the midheaven is going to be approaching Uranus. But that is it, the energy that's trining the sun, and it is sextiling Saturn and the moon. Powerful moments of ending the day. This is going to be at 10 o'clock at night. And in the next hour, we are going to be experiencing these changes that it's coming. Those changes, they are going to come, they're going to be strong. You're going to figure out those oppositions of trying to organize things, but the way to organize first is the authority have to order, let's organize it. Because you organize it without any authoritative situations, you don't know why you organize it. Why you putting these things together? Why you're working on these things together? When you're realizing the why, you do and the how, but it have to be approved. There is something you're waiting for to be approved. And with the next 2 hours energy, which is that's going to be at 10 and 11 o'clock at night, that's energy of organization is going to be bother you. Midheaven and Jupiter are squaring the moon, the Saturn is squaring the ascendant, opposing Mercury. You don't want to talk about certain things. It's kind of like a lot of mix and mash in there within your head, but it's an organized chaos. And you want to organize the thing, remove the chaos, and the organization is going to stay. Understanding the chaos, okay, and everything's going to be organized. It's a very beautiful understanding of these paradoxes there, but that's going to show to you how powerful you are, okay. And with this energy that is from ascendant to Chiron, that's going to help you to heal a lot of stuff. All right, and at 11 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be at the last degree there at Libra, the first degree of um, at the last degree of Virgo, the first degree of Libra, and that is going to be opposing Neptune and the North Node, the midheaven. It's going to be at that end of the Gemini, the beginning of Cancer is going to be opposing Mercury. This is at the moment when certain things does not communicate, does not compute within your brain. What is it computing though? What's computing is your courage and the strength to keep going forward. The courage and the strength you to change for the better things to come. Ascendant is a sextiling Mars. It is sextiling the Earth moments. It is trining Pluto, and Pluto is sextiling the North Node. So all those energies of going forward, it's helpful as of this moment. The inner work, the midheaven, there isn't divine energies with Pluto. Transformations, it's coming progress because you learned the informations of the wisdom. You met that wisdom person, or you figured out how to get the wisdom. More biggest wisdom to you guys that I want to give you to: never lie yourself. Never lie yourself. Because when you're beginning to lie yourself, you're beginning to live in a false reality. And 10, from not lying yourself, that is going to be transiting from not lying others. And 10, the real within you. It shows up within the real, within the world. That's what we lost. That's what we lost. But that is about to be regained. And with this, that's what I'm leaving you guys. If you have any questions or I would love to hear from you. How you guys doing within the energies? We'll be happy to connect with you. All right, guys. Be love and I wish you good luck.